Alright, this video is going to show you how to use CodingGround to compile your Java programs at home. So you can work on your assignments at home, if necessary, online. So here you go. So what we're going to do is, as the instructions show, we are going to copy this URL into here, and it takes you to the site. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to click on the File button, or the plus sign here, which is a new file button. It creates a new file.java file, and so you right click on it, or Control and click on it if you're a Mac, and rename the file. And then you're going to want to name it whatever the name of the class will be of the program you're writing. It should be the same. So let's just say it's like in chapter 1.1, let's say it's print play. Alright, the next thing you will do is and make sure again that you don't take away the .java. Now what you need to do to set it up for you to be able to compile this particular file, you need to go to Project and then Compile Options, and then change Hello World to the name of your file, print play in this case. And we'll copy and paste it and click on Update. Alright, so now that allows you to compile this file, otherwise it won't do it. And then you can type your code in here or copy it from another document. And the key thing here too is to make sure that you use when you're going to do the heading, is make sure you hit Tab and then your name and then Tab key, and so you're going to have a 4-part heading, and then the blank line and backspace, and then you can do import statements as you learn how to do later on. You could, and then your public class print play, etc. So you can just go ahead and do all of that. Okay, so I have copied a program in here so we can work with that. And so another thing that's good to know is you can go down here, click on this bottom border, and drag this down to give you more space, a workspace to work with. One thing that will be a little irritating is that code gets hidden, so below 15 is hidden until you scroll down. So it's a little bit irritating, but that's just something to keep in mind. The other thing is, okay, so let's say that you're done with your code, you're ready to compile it. Then all you have to do is go up here to compile, and then down here in the green it will give an error. Now here's an error that somehow I didn't save this. I guess I didn't save this very well. Oh, I see what the problem is. I have print play demo. So there we go. So anyways, down in the green will be where it will have errors, and then you can make your changes. Just go right back up and make your changes. Once you're done making changes, compile again, and what you'll get is just a if it's all good, you'll get 2 lines of code right here, just like that, and you'll know you're good. Alright, then you go up and execute when you're going to run it. and then you can see, then you can scroll this back up if you need to see it better. And so here we go, and you have the output right here. Alright. Okay, I put in another file in here because I need to demonstrate something that you will come across during the semester. So I have a new program that's going to ask for user input, and so I got to show you something on that. And by the way, one thing you got to remember, anytime you put a new file in, you're going to have to go to Project, go to Compile Options, and you got to make sure that the new class name gets copied in here in these two places. You're always going to have to do that when you change to another file. And so when you are doing this, and I might mention this while we're here, if you notice here that all this code just starts running together and it's hard to tell where everything is. It gets to be too crowded. So there's a couple things you can do, and one of the major things you can do is to go to Project and refresh Project. And what that does, well, refresh Project, so you can see what that does is clears the green area down here. Now you got to get your file back, so you just go back and double click on it, and then it'll show up in your workspace. Apparently I didn't save it, so that's a problem. So I'm going to have to pause this video and go get that text again. Okay, so I've got it again. So now I'm going to compile it, and it gives the 2 lines of code, and then I'm going to execute it. Now in executing it, as you can see, this says please enter your name. Now if you start typing, it doesn't go in there, so you actually have to just click in the green area and then type in there. Hit enter, please enter your age, and then enter, and there you go. So when you have to first come down and enter something, you got to click on the green area, otherwise you'll be typing and nothing happens. Okay, another thing now is that when you need to submit this file onto Canvas, then what you need to do is this: go to File, Download File, and you'll see it down in here, and then it should show up in your Downloads file. In Macs it might show somewhere else as far as on the screen, but it should be in the Downloads file. Alright, so that'll give you something that you can submit to or submit onto Canvas. Now there is something that if you want access to this file, is that you will need to you can access it off of Canvas if you submitted it to Canvas. If it's something you worked on, you didn't finish, and you want to finish it at school, then you actually can have access to the same area again. And I'll show you this. It's actually number 15 on the instructions. But if you go here to Browser, not Browser. Let's go up to Project and go to Share Code. What'll happen, it will give you a URL that you can use for accessing it from any other computer that you want to. So you just take this and copy that somewhere, and maybe email this code to yourself, and then while you're at school just copy it into the address window, and it'll take you to this exact same screen with all these files over here. And then what you'll want to do is you'll want to bookmark it. In fact, you should bookmark it on your computer at home and bookmark this on your computer at school, and then that way you will always have access to this as you need it. Now one more thing, that is, maybe you'll have Java files on your computer that you need to upload into CodingGround so you can work on those. And so basically what you need to do is you got to first click on the yellow root folder, go to File and Upload File, and then you'll just go click on Choose File, go find the file that you want, double click on it. Let's just take first.java, double click on it, upload, and now you have your other file in here at this time. Alright, I think that's about it for CodingGround.